Hey folks, so I just wanted to do a quick video to kind of introduce who I am and what this channel is going to be, as I know I've had this channel running for quite some time and I've been around the scene for quite some time, but I'm really putting a new focus on producing consistent content for this channel from this moment forward. And you've already begun to see this if you've been following the channel, as I started a new video series called Behind the Play, where I did debut episode 1 very recently. That's going to be a series I'm going to continue to run this channel for quite some time. I also, of course, am always doing vlogs, analyzing recent results and strategy and teams and players and roster moves and news in the scene, and I'm going to be continuing to do that as well. So those are two things you will continue to find on this channel, as the new Behind the Play series and just analytical type vlogs, which I need to find a name for that as well. I'm probably going to name it something instead of just it being the Dust Vlogs or just being referred to as only the title of the video. I'm going to try to come up with a name for that, and I'm going to be getting new graphical overlays and stuff as well, which some of this stuff you're hearing now is going to be just irrelevant based on what point you watch this video to, when it's been published and all that good stuff. So maybe don't worry about that so much. But yeah, who I am is I have served in the CSGO scene as a commentator and analyst ever since the birth of the game. Even going back on the Counter-Strike Source, I did play-by-play commentary as well the last couple of years of that game's lifespan. I started out in CSGO as a play-by-play commentator, and I did that for several years with ESEA in particular, will be who you know, but also just at the time, some before like leagues had their own official channels, I was doing it on my own channel, and I was working for people like Esports Collective was one of them, and I did stuff for Ponage TV and GameFire back in the day, eRev, just different like third-party companies that would do coverage for leagues. I was doing that on a volunteer basis. I didn't actually start doing this as a paid job until I was working with ESEA end of 2011, beginning of 2012. And then after being with ESEA until about 2014, I joined up with CEVO, again, still a play-by-play commentator at the time. But around the middle of 2015, I made this shift to be more of a color commentator, to be more of an analyst, and just putting shit tons of time into really studying the game, going through the demos, learning how teams and players play, learning the styles of teams, the strategy they had, the tactics they like to use, their map pools, and just map meta and things like that. And then going through all the content, player interviews, interviewing players myself publicly and privately. Just different things, like really focusing in on that, and then putting out content like the videos I do on this channel, as well as doing a little bit of writing I did as well for what was Follow Esports, but became Spliced, though I don't think they produce content on Spliced anymore. It's just a team. And then I did some stuff, of course, for the E-League website and other places as well. And you'll probably have seen me working with CEVO back when they were part with MLG for their Pro League, as well as the partner Pro League between Gfinity and CEVO. The finals between CEVO and Gfinity that I did in April 2016 is like where I really got my start as a color commentator and analyst. That's when I really started to get kind of noticed. And then, of course, doing Season 1 of E-League was really big for me back in May. And then since that point, I have done mostly analyst desk work, but I did some color commentary as well recently, as I'm recording this video, at DreamHack Leipzig with Metis, which is something I like to do in the future. I can continue color casting with him or get it more into color casting. But of course, I do enjoy the analyst desk as well, and I'll continue to do that as I'm hired for it. So since the middle of 2016 to now, as I'm publishing this video, and then probably for the foreseeable future, really just focusing on analyst work, color commentary work. Like I said, I've already worked with like E-League and Gfinity. I've also done work with DreamHack. I've done work with Northern Arena. I've done work with many different tournament organizers, and I'll continue to freelance in that basis for as long as I can. But again, just want to introduce a little bit who I am. And like I said, on this channel, you're going to find the analytical vlogs, you're going to find the Behind the Play series. Maybe I'll get back into doing interviews like I used to in the past with my show called The Hype. I may get back to doing that, though it can be hard to line up guests on a consistent basis, which is one of the reasons why the series died off when it did. Was just it was hard to line up people on a regular basis. So I may look to try to get back to doing some interviews here and there. I may also look into maybe doing some more talk shows, like just talking about news with people or something like that. Point is that on this channel you are going to find esports related content, and in particular for now, CSGO is going to be pretty much the only game I'm doing content for. In the future it may change. I may eventually do other games. I may eventually pick up some other you know, titles out there to do content for or do work for. But for now, this is a CSGO focused channel, usually focused on analysis of the game. Particularly, I love strategy and tactics, but I also like to get to talk to about players and results and moves and things like that as well in the scene. So yeah, just wanted to do a quick video because I realized I had never done one to introduce like who I am, what I enjoy, and what this channel is going to be about. Again, things could change in the future after I publish this video, but that's what it is for now and what I can foresee it being for, you know, for some time to come. So yeah, thanks so much. If you enjoy that type of stuff, please do consider following me on social media and subscribing to this YouTube channel for more content.